Hey guys, it's the Drabble Geek here, and welcome back to our Supernatural Rags to Riches challenge, where I didn't realize that my voice wasn't being picked up. Luckily, I noticed within 2 minutes, so literally all Fern has done is shower, eaten, well, she ate a watermelon. I don't think that counts as really eating. Sold our, sold our thing worth $700. I'm so sorry you guys missed that. But, like, you guys knew how much it cost, so. And she's just disposing of all of her, she's disposing of all of her dead plants so that we can somewhat reorganize this garden. And we need 2 more tomatoes since all of her tomato plants are broken, and I believe I said last time I usually do 3 of every plant, but she just spends so much time in the garden. We honestly don't have time. We don't have time for that. And then with the smaller garden, we can also make everything else slightly smaller, which will be awesome. Where is she? Oh, she's toileting. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Toileting. I'm gonna assume she broke the toilet. And my computer is so slow today, I don't know why. It was fine earlier when I was doing homework, of course. Move. Hello. There we go. Well, let's get closer in. Maybe it'll stop glitching as much. We're going slower. And one thing I have noticed is that this fence is doing absolutely nothing. So what I'm wondering, because I was hoping, we would pretend that it was actually doing something, but it's not. It really isn't. So I guess what I want to know is it keeping a plant? Not plants. Oh my gosh, no. Is it keeping animals like deer and whatnot from getting to our stuff? Is someone in front of our house? Probably the ice cream man. Maybe. Yeah. Ooh, horsies. That's nice. But yeah, it's definitely the ice cream man. Alright, go girl. Oh my gosh, my phone's been listening to me. I think my saying okay girl sounded like okay Google. And as I say okay Google, my phone doesn't react. I don't know if it's because it was raining, which means my phone got wet, or what, but it's just not working out for whatever reason. And then, another thing that sucked about today, it's been raining all day. So, like, my pants up to my ankles are soaked. Like, my bag is soaked. Luckily, my computer was perfectly dry, so you're able to get an episode. But, like, other than that, it kind of just sucked. Like, I want to go change, but it's like I have to walk out again so I can go eat dinner. Oh my gosh. And then it's just like I got assignment due Friday that I started on. So at least I've started on it. So I theoretically, as of you watching these video, I technically should have 2.5 days to finish. And that's not considering sleep, which I really do need to consider, but I wasn't considering sleep or eating time or me slacking around reading fanfic for a couple of hours to de-stress myself, or me getting videos out for you guys. So that's not considering all of that, unfortunately. Let's eat some lettuce. Let's eat a tomato. And I really want to figure out what those new plants are that we have, because I think they'll be interesting. So now go to sleep after you finish eating over the toilet. Yeah. That wasn't very smart of you. Alright, so she's gonna wake up at 5:30. Unless something is wilting, let's not take care of it. So, come on. So what that means is that we're going to, well, in the morning, I suppose. This is some of our lettuce is bare now. So she'll wake up, dispose of more of her dead plants. Yeah, she has some stuff that's wilting. Although, yesterday, if you were watching my Nothing is Free challenge, I have discovered that there is a lifetime reward, like not a lifetime reward, but a happiness reward of a bot that can help us out. So that's really if we just save up enough. What the lifetime happiness? I can't think of words today. It's been that type of day, honestly. We can maybe get a buddy to help us out, because we need a buddy, especially since our social is just low. And it's like, do we even still have friends? We still have friends. Alright, we met her with the cats last episode. Those cats. I just need to make friends with those cats and it'll be perfectly fine. Or, because I know we're going to, I know personally, we're going to get a cat because luckily with the Supernatural game pack, if you also have pets, your witch can have a familiar, which will make them technically more powerful. So I'm just like, she needs to have a cat. And then, I mean, I didn't plan it out that way, but, I just like having animals roam around. I mean, it's just awesome. Because it just seems... Alright. I'm just gonna go on a long tangent about simulation games, I suppose, in general. The more realistic things are with me, the better. Because I don't know if people know, but I have mods. Some of my mods, yes, are to make the game feel more like the mod that you saw came up that got rid of some stuff. That's to make it run more smoothly. But I also have mods just to make it feel more realistic. Like I made a mob mod. Yeah, that's correct how I said it. Mob mod. Since there's a evil district, why not have that be the quote unquote mob headquarters? And I think we're going to explore that a lot more in our Nothing is Free challenge, since our sim up for not I was about to say up for grabs, but our next sim that's actually going to be doing some things is an evil sim, so I want to play around with that mod a little bit more, because I also have the killing mod with the teddy bear. If you guys are looking when I'm actually going through stuff, I do have that. What else do I have? Gosh. And then I just have more part-time job mods. So every career that you can go to has a part-time job associated with it, on top of there being I can't think of what I want to say, on top of the 3 that there already are. the three part-time jobs. I honestly cannot think today. I'm so sorry. Like, the three there are is one for the salon, the one for the bookstore, and then the one for the graveyard. Like, those three have part-time jobs, so I just added more. And I think those help later on, especially like, if earlier, like as a teenager, you know what career you want them to go in. So that's really helpful. Right. What is she doing? There we go. I really only want her to water the plants that need watering. So that's why we're doing it like this. Does that need to be watered? I think it needs to be watered. Come on. Right, that's fine. Actually, this is fine as well. I don't think I see anything else. Does this need to be... It looks slightly wilted. No, it's perfect. Alright, I think everything else is fine. If I can get my mouse to act correctly, because it's not showing me anything. Alright, these are fine. I think all... Is that... Yeah, it's... Alright, everything's fine. So we're actually going to make some elixirs today. Hopefully before it turns 11. No, we're not joining the gardening career yet. So, nor are we joining the political career. No, no, no. That's just not going to do. Ooh, congratulations, Janet. Alright, we still have a bunch of unknowns. I need to know so we can better organize things. Actually, I can move these trees back. There's no reason for some of these trees to be all the way up there, actually. So we have 3 lime trees. Right, we're gonna have to go way up close in this. Alright, this... Oh, come on. This is super tedious. Oh, come on. Can I not get to it? And then our eyedropper. So from that, we made a little bit of money. Alright, so we made some money. I don't know what else to say about that. Other than whoopee. I mean, I could move some back more, but I don't feel like... Nope, stop it. I didn't even realize I'm just not on my game today. Alright, so I guess if you don't know, I am in summer school, so I'm actually still on my college campus trying to get a job because my parents are hassling me to get a job. And so like I'm trying to do that. I think I found one. It's only going to be for a couple of weeks, but it's something. And then I'm in an English class, so that's long. So it's like... And then I'm in class for an hour and a half, and then I'm just like, I can't sit down for an hour and a half and do nothing. It just sucks. And it's just like, I think a lot of people realize this. It's like, after about an hour, and then it's just like, depending on how boring it is, I am done after an hour, not an hour, I'm done after half an hour. If it's super boring, and then it's hard for me to like stay seated. If anyone knows what it feels like, it honestly just sucks. And so I'm also in English, and we're doing like, this is one for scientific writing, and we have to have sources, and then it's just like scientific writing's one of the hardest things ever, and then ugh. And then it's just like on top of everything. Ugh. And then it's just like, I'm looking back and I'm just like, I guess who's probably not going to do anything with her degree? This gal, because I physically can't anymore. Or at least not directly, because I really wanted to work in the lab. I think that would have been fun. So, like, bleh. It just sucks. Because I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but it's kind of like you try to set your life up and then stuff happens and you can't do it, so you're trying to find new plans. So I'm at the point of but that's a tiny watermelon. But hey, what is a girl gonna do? I said girl wrong, didn't I? I totally did. I so did. So I'm at the point of I don't know what I want to do in my life. So I'm making new plans, and I guess I still have like 2.5 more years till I graduate, so I have theoretically time to figure it out. So that's just what I'm going to have to do. Figure stuff out. But enough about me. Let's talk about Fern making her hair dye. It's like, yeah, I know it's her natural hair, but like, I guess we can kind of think of it like the inverse dirty blonde, because like her roots are a lighter color, while dirty blondes sometimes, or like just people in general who dye their hair blonde, their roots are darker. But like, I am also super happy that I gave Fern like elf ears. I'm just, I'm super happy about that, because I think she looks awesome, doesn't she? Her ears are just so adorable. So cute. But enough about her adorable ears. I think, depending on how long this takes, we're going to make one more, and then sell some valerian root and her potions at the consignment store, make big bucks, and then I guess, because I was wondering, would it be better to just sell them outright from our inventory, or actually go to the consignment store? I mean, I logically know it's probably better to go to the consignment store, but it's more realistic, as I was saying. But you know, what can you do? These potions, elixirs actually, are just such pretty colors. So we need bees. Let's do a jar of friendship. Maybe she can use that and magically whip up some friends. Too bad we don't have generations, right? Well, no, actually no. And if you guys didn't get that joke. The one thing I hate about generations, and I think a lot of people hate it about generations, is the imaginary friends. They're super annoying, and oftentimes... Alright, so I have done it one time, where I made the imaginary friend a real person, with like the kid super proud of themselves. But I've never had the kid, like, apparently you can have kids with the imaginary friend, and I was like, no, that's creepy. So oftentimes I let the toddler and use the doll, and then it's like in the beginning of childhood, I will also allow them to have an imaginary friend. But like then later in childhood, I will delete the imaginary friend. Because I don't think after you become friends with them, you can get rid of them other than selling them. Or like just deleting them. So like I'll let them have their imaginary friend, do some stuff, but then after a while I'll just delete them. I mean, it sounds mean, but like that's kind of how I start lots of challenges. Like if I want to do something where our protagonist is a teenager, like you have to have an adult sim. So I create the adult, then I delete them. Because it's kind of annoying. Because you need them, or I'll just like like if they need to die and I want them to be sad for a little bit or whatnot, I will let's try one more. Actually, yeah, we need to keep her home in case she throws up. Well, she's going to throw up, but never mind. Why do you need hot dogs? I don't get it. I'm not going to pretend to get it. Let's do another jar of friendship. Let's see. So yeah, sometimes I'll just make the sim starve to death. I mean, I had a real interesting way I killed one sim. I think I had an evil sim. She married the police officer that arrested her. I think that was the store I went with. So of course, since she was level 10, she gave off that glowing aura that evil sims do. And so her husband, being a good sim, didn't want to be around her, so they got a divorce. So they hated each other. And then my sim locked her husband out of the house. And you think that would be bad, but unless you move the sim, they stay there. So, like, he had nowhere to sleep, so he would just, because I didn't interact with him at all, I just stared at him laughing, because it was hysterical. So what he would do is, he would pass out on the front lawn, and then I emptied his inventory, so we had no food, so he was always hungry, he was always starving, he was always smelly. What else? He would, so because he was so tired, he wouldn't go to work, or so like he couldn't eat. So and like I'd completely forgotten about that fact, like, hey, you eat and finish most of your needs at work. But since he was so tired, he wouldn't go to work, which was amazing. So he didn't get food, so he just slowly starved to death out on our front yard. So yeah. It was totally mean, but it was hysterical to me. So I think we've mentioned, what is, oh my gosh, I was like, what is that on the floor? How do you, oh yeah, she can't puke in this. Alright. But yeah, so like that was funny. I think we've went on a discussion before that I'm technically an evil sim. Like if I were to make my sim self, I would make her evil. Like I wish there was like, I guess there's no real neutral, because I thought there was like, because I guess I suppose I'm technically a good sim. I don't really act out on a lot of my hatred, I guess you can say. But at the same time, I have evil ideas. Like, they're quite evil. I don't know what you would classify that as, though. I really don't. So what traits would I give myself, my sim self? I would give myself vegetarian, because I am a vegetarian. I guess computer whiz, since honestly, if I can help it, I'm always on my computer. I mean, I just am. Let's see. Not neat, because if you guys could see my room, it sucks. Oh my gosh. It's like, once you actually think about these things, it's pretty hard. Now these are perfect, so I'm gonna get a bunch of money from them. Let's do 13. Half and half. Let's see. I have no clue what traits I would give myself, actually. This is like an interesting conundrum. Alright, so let's consign those items and go back home. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me from what tiny amounts of information I've been able to give you guys. What would you give me? What traits would you give me? Because I guess like if I was in like the cast creating mood, I'd probably know, but I'm not in the cast creating mood right now. I don't know. Because I'm looking at her skills, I would love to be a green thumb, but I'm not. I make myself creative, I guess. Ooh, I have no clue. But I'm going to think about that more. Maybe you guys can tell me what you guys think. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!